Hey everybody, today I was going to talk to you guys about a pretty cool aquarium that I came up with set up for a soft shell turtle. Um, there's been a lot of videos that I've seen on Pinterest and YouTube and stuff like that about different aquarium setups for turtles. And I checked out a lot of different ones, and a major common theme that a lot of the aquariums had was putting the basking deck on either a brick or some kind of um, pedestal underwater. And what I did is I used a food pan from the restaurant industry. And what this is a food pan that's 2.5 inches deep and 24 inches long and 12 inches wide. And what you get when you do that is you get a lot of usable space underneath the aquarium. So you can see that my little turtle here, which is Speedy, he's a map turtle, and he hangs out and he chills on the bottom, and he, uses that bottom source of the aquarium. And this is all the same aquarium. On the left hand side, I have an actual aquarium with fish and plants and stuff like that. But what I have underneath the other side there is just clear glass, and that's a lot easier to clean up for the turtles. They're pretty messy, so this definitely helps. But a better look at this food pan. There's Kino right there, he's just chilling. This food pan is unique because it allows them to move freely in the water. So you have this pan, it's 1.5 inches deep, and I've got some wood in there, some stuff for basking, things like that. Another major thing with her is that she likes to bury herself in the sand. So she's not doing that right now, but a lot of times you'll see her and she'll bury herself in the sand. So this is about 2 inches deep. And then what I have here on the back part of this, just something that interesting that she seems to like, is some bamboo plants that are in gravel. And what that is about $3. It's one of those little scrubby pot holder things for the edge of your sink. So that suction cup's in there. And what that does is it gives myself some really good clarity in this aquarium, and I don't have to clean it all the time. The other thing that I have in there, if you can see a little bit, those are miniature water lettuce. That water lettuce, and the one in the back corner there is water crescent. That's a good one for the turtles. It gives them a little roughage. Sometimes she feeds on that. Just depends on her mood and what she's up to. But you can see that this gives her a lot of area to bask, and she buries herself oftentimes in that. She likes to follow and see what's going on, maybe thinks I have some food or whatnot. But if you can see underneath this tank, I have it on hanging clips. So what those are, that's actually just a piece of coat hanger bent with pliers, and then the corner piece right there, it's a little bit, you can see it, that's drilled through there just with a drill bit, and then I bent the edge of it. So what that allows is this full tray on both sides. You can see there the clip for the coat hanger. What you do is when you clean this, all you do is you slide this whole tray. There's a better look at it. You slide the whole tray to the left. So the cover of this hood, that comes off. So if you want to move the hood or whatever, you just lift that up and you move it to the corner. And then what I have in here is your regular aquarium. So it's a pretty unique structure with these soft shell turtles, because one thing that she really likes to do, and you can see she might do it here in a second, I'll give her a little push here. But what you see is she absolutely loves swimming around. So you get a lot of time, and these softshell turtles are extremely active. They're one of the most active turtles that I've ever seen. And she loves to fly around her tank. She gets pretty excited about it. Also, you'll see that they don't have any mean interaction between a map turtle and a softshell. Some of the softshells, you have issues if they have other softshells in the aquarium or the enclosure with them. She gets along with Speedy pretty good. They never bother each other. You see that, you know, she'll just kind of let him do his thing. But on all of the Pinterest and all the YouTube videos, I have not seen any of them that have the hanging basket kind of a thing with the coat hanger clips. And those are super easy to make. They're cheap, they're almost free. But that clip right there with the coat hanger, I have this size short, so that's maybe 1.5 inches down or 1 inch down, and then this one is 3 to 4 inches down, so it hangs on an angle. So what you have there when it hangs on an angle is that this side is your aquarium, and then this area right here, they swim through that, and she loves that. She sits on that corner all the time. But you see how that gives the enclosure much more room and much more freeboard for her to swim around. So she's got all that area, and this is not a very big aquarium. This is about 55 gallons, I believe. And none of the stuff that I use for this aquarium, none of it is expensive. I think the food tray was about $10. The basking light is from Bed Bath & Beyond, believe it or not. And that thing is like a gooseneck. And it has, oh, I can't really see it there, but it's on a slide. So you can slide that whichever way you want. And you can have it 8 inches, 10 inches, 3 feet. It doesn't matter because it's on a gooseneck. So that slides up and down. And that, I think that was about $50. And then you've got your heat and your UVB light inside there. I get the one that's the two of them together. But what that does is that hanging clip strategy allows you to hang the food tray and gives you a lot more usable space in your aquarium. So they can, as you can see, they swim under it. It's really easy to clean that. Speedy likes to dig under there and everything. Also, a good tank mate for turtles. I'm not sure what the scoop is, but the cichlids absolutely love the turtles. They feed on their leftovers. Turtles are pretty dirty when they feed. And you get a lot of interaction between the two. Kino, she doesn't do a lot with eating fish and stuff like that. One thing that she loves to do, and you can see a little bit in here with her, a lot of times she just got fed, so she's not doing a whole lot, but you'll see she absolutely loves digging in the gravel. That is like her favorite thing. So she digs in the gravel, checks it out. But you see that cichlid there, he doesn't have any issue with the turtles whatsoever. Let's see if she's going in there. But he just kind of hangs out with them, and the fish aren't really a big, they're not deterred by the turtles at all. When the turtles are feeding, usually my pleco or my catfish, he's a weird dude. Also with the catfish, for example, that's usable space on the aquarium. This is the underside of it, as you can see. So instead of having something on a pedestal, what you have with this stuff is just all usable space. Oh, there she went in there. I missed it. But she loves just looking around and doing things. And that just gives them a lot more usable space. She just loves that. It's only 1.5 inches deep wise. And one thing that really disappointed me on a lot of the YouTube videos is people were putting soft shell turtles in really small enclosures. And there's a couple of things about them that they're really not a turtle that should be in a small enclosure. These turtles are really active and they've got to swim. She swims all the time. And another unique feature with the soft shells is that they love to bury themselves. So what I have in here is just, you can see just a little bit here, this is regular sand. There we go. So she's always checking stuff out. And I think right here, there, you can see that. She just freely passes in and out through that clip. You see how easy that was? And then you've got all this free room in here for her to do that. And then this is just really, really light sand. Really light mock sand. It's clean, it's super clean. But it's sand. And what she does is she buries herself in that sand. I don't have a good thing of that. Maybe I can splice something in here, but you see what she does. She just hangs out there and loves to poke around and check things out. But the thing that I thought was really unique about this food dish kind of thing is it uses so much less space. So you have the entire aquarium where they're able to swim around and have usable space. Where a lot of the aquariums, that they were getting stuck under bricks or have something that was teeter-tottering on a brick and that could break your aquarium, scratch your glass, and didn't seem to give them a really good basking area. What I usually do is just pile her sand up, and I've got a log there that's completely out of the water, and then there's a little basking piece of cork there. It's a little bit bigger than what you can see. Yeah, I don't know, it's probably 5 inches by 6 inches, but both of those turtles bask a lot. Like, I saw a lot of different YouTube videos where people didn't think soft shells bask. She spends at least 3 hours a day completely outside of the water where she's basking. And what that does is that takes care of any fungus that they get or any bacterial infections. These turtles need to be out of the water. A big portion of their health is that they're able to dry out for, a few minutes each day, or 15-20 minutes, and that keeps their skin clear. It keeps them from getting fungus, shell rot, that kind of stuff. But it's just really important that soft shells and map turtles both, but especially soft shells, the misconception is that they don't need to bask. She definitely needs to bask, and she spends a lot of time doing that. So that's my girl. She's pretty cool. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. It took me a couple months to figure out this strategy with the food tray and stuff like that, because I saw so many things online about different PVC ones for a basking tray, and I saw some basking trays that were supported by a rock or a brick or something like that. And what that does, it just doesn't give them free roam to be able to move around. But she is very happy here, and she just loves it. She'll just chill out like that. She's curious about the camera and the phone and why it's hovering over her like that. But She's just super cool. She likes to check everything out. She's probably one of the most active turtles I've ever seen. And I love the little periscope thing. That's pretty cool. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. Speedy, he's always jumping around. He's doing some weird things. But the cool thing about a map turtle and a softshell turtle is they inhabit completely different parts of the aquarium. Speedy is always on the bottom. The way he searches for food is very different than the way that Kino does. She's really active and takes food right out of my hand all the time. And Speedy does not. He likes to creep along the bottom and check out stuff. Like you can see him there. And he just stops and inspects everything. But his nature is much slower paced, more laid back than a soft shell. You can't see her much right now, but she's always moving all the time. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I'll get going for now, but I just wanted to share that food pan idea with the clips. So hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Thanks.